Just buying some sweets from this Arabic shop, and there's lots of like Jewish families passing, and one of the Jewish kids, like 5 years old, said in Hebrew, like shouted into the shop, like, I spit, what did he say?
I spit on everybody here.
I spit on everybody here. It's so random. And that obviously is only a 5-year-old kid, so like, you know, it is what it is, but that's just me being here for like, I've been here for 1 hour.
Well, folks, it's not very often that the biggest YouTube vloggers come to Israel because of the dangers of losing parts of your audience over this issue. But the other day, we actually had a very big YouTuber, Harry Jagger, with almost 3 million subscribers, who decided to come to Israel and Palestine for a neutral video trying to understand all sides. And I've seen these videos before of I'm neutral and I'm just going to talk to people and understand all sides that actually play into a massive distortion. And in this case, the distortion actually begins before he started the video, because the title here is I visited the world's most hated country, with an AI picture of very angry ultra-Orthodox Jews. That is rage baiting to start. But hey, I'm a YouTuber. I've done some rage bait titles, and I've done some provocative travel videos as well. And maybe that's why you should listen to me here, because I am Israeli, I was a travel vlogger, and I was a journalist. And I feel like all three of those things are playing into how these videos portray Israel. I know people who are vloggers, I know people who are journalists, I know Israelis. I don't know anyone who is all three of those things. So for those reasons, maybe it is worth listening to me in this video if you want, because I think I have some wisdom to impart. So first, let's take a look here at this intro.
Today, I'm traveling around Israel and Palestine, one of the most contested pieces of land on earth.
And I don't give a f what they're gonna do in Gaza.
A place that everyone already has an opinion on.
We want to live in peace.
Nobody wants innocent people to be killed.
There's no country like Israel.
First of all, we have the right to exist. Second of all, this is our country.
When people think of this region, they think of war, religion, and politics.
We're going to have Gaza. We don't have to buy it. We will have Gaza.
But beyond all of that, there are millions of ordinary people just trying to live their lives. And that's the part that nobody really shows you.
Now, in the video itself, Mr. Jaggard actually hits the nail on the head exactly and precisely as to the difference of filming things in Israel versus filming things in many of the countries that he visited in the Muslim world in particular. Take a look at this, it's crucial.
One thing I've realized, which is that I have a very unique opportunity here, which I've never ever had, in that I'm in a controversial country. Everyone knows it's controversial. And I can speak freely for the first time ever. Because I've been to Russia, I've been to Afghanistan, I've been to Yemen, Syria, all of these countries you cannot speak freely because of the government there. This is the first time I'm in a country that is democratic, and therefore free speech is allowed here, which is like super unique for the countries I go to. So that means I can speak freely, ask questions I want to ask.
Precisely. If you go to Syria, Afghanistan, China, Russia, so forth, you can't ask questions that might be critical of the government. But in Israel, you can. And that's why journalists always come to Israel and do the Israel bashing thing, because they can. And in other places, they can't. So he can ask whatever he wants. And what is the question that he asks?
The 70,000 people that died in Gaza, that's acceptable. Do you think about the people in Palestine? Have you been there?
As in, like, have I been to, like, Gaza,
West Bank?
No.
Would you go there?
Would I go there?
Yeah.
Not in the current situation.
Okay. And how do you feel about the people there? Do you think about them? How's life in Tel Aviv?
Wow, Tel Aviv best city.
It's good?
Yeah.
Do you think about the people in Palestine, in Gaza, West Bank?
Yeah. I want to live in peace, but not I think about them every day. It's not.
I understand.
We walk, we do everything, so
Okay.
yeah, we want to live in peace.
Would you ever go to either of these places? If you could.
If I could.
Do you think about the Palestinians?
Of course, of course. Nobody wants innocent people to be killed.
Okay, nice.
What about Gaza? What about the people killed in Gaza? Are you humane? Do you have humanity? Do you care about Gaza? Right, the humanity test. Because I know that if you go to a Muslim country and ask them about Israel being constantly attacked or October 7th, they're going to show a lot of sympathy, right? Because they don't. And it's all about the double standard, because I don't I don't have a problem with people going to oppressive dictatorships and showing the people and the culture and that humans are humans. I'm all for that. By all means, go to Iran, go to Afghanistan, go to whatever and show that people are people. But why can't they do that when it comes to Israel? Like, this is exactly what I said in the video that I did a collaboration with this British YouTuber. Yes, man, this is the issue.
So yeah, basically, people, they'll go, like you said, they'll go to Afghanistan, like Taliban, they'll go to Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, and all that.
Yeah.
And then they'll show how wonderful the people are, and nice, and what a nice place it is, despite all the problems, which is fine. I support that. I think that's what the spirit of vlogging is about.
Absolutely.
It's about going to places and trying to meet people and trying to humanize everyone.
Yeah.
My problem is that they don't do that with Israel.
No, they don't. They don't.
I have absolutely no problem, and I did it myself when I went to Egypt. Right? I don't have a problem with going to a country that has a problematic political war aspect and trying to show cool stuff and nice stuff, or even showing the history and whatever. I'm 100% on board with that. But my problem is when they come to Israel, they seek out the more political, conflicty stuff. And they latch onto that rather than the people. I would say that in order to visit a place like Afghanistan, you have to be nice to the Taliban. You can't visit Afghanistan and be critical to the Taliban. On the other hand, you can visit Israel and be critical of Israel. That's also one of the issues, is that it's even possible. Where you go this way? Is that it's even possible to do in the first place. And a lot of people do that. They come here, they just like shit on the country for 2 weeks and they leave.
I know.
So,
which is, I don't know. I mean, it's your right to do that, but there is also an issue that you can do it in the first place.
And most people, they don't have the understanding of the fact that you have all of this anti-Israel content from inside Israel, or maybe not anti-Israel, but let's say critical, looking at the conflict, asking questions from inside and doing from inside Israel that you can't do from inside those other places. So that's why you're constantly getting this influx of content that's critical of Israel from within, that makes it look like, oh, well, if we're seeing all these things, then Israel must be the worst. No, it's just the place that you can report from. It's the place that you can be critical from. It's the place where you can ask the questions from. All these other countries, it's a black hole of information. We just don't know what's going on there. We don't have any videos from inside. Nobody can go in and ask questions from inside. Anyway, now our friend Harry will go to Jerusalem with an Arab-Israeli driver. Take a look at this.
What's good, brother? Nice to meet you, bro. Wow, is this your car?
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for taking me. That's very kind of you.
I keep getting this wrong. You are Jewish. Sorry, you're not Jewish. You're Israeli Arab. Israeli Arab, Israeli Muslim.
Muslim Arab.
Muslim Arab.
Born and raised in Israel and have Israeli nationality.
Wow.
Like 2 million.
There are 2 million Arab Israelis in Israel. Very interesting.
85% are Muslims and other than like Druze and Christian.
Okay. Would you say that you're treated differently here as a Muslim Israeli?
I can ask any question in the democracy. So I'm going to ask, are you oppressed? Are they treating you poorly? Are they treating you badly? That's what they always do when they come to Israel. Journalists more than vloggers. They always come in, they're looking for the Israeli oppression. And again, in other places, you can't do that. Here you can, and that's what they do. But look at the answer.
Or is it the same?
You know, when we talk about individuals, like if you are a doctor and you are a successful doctor, you can get the highest level in the hospitals here in Israel. You can get everything. But when we talk about community, Arab community, we can see the villages. The Arab villages here are
less developed. Have you been to West Bank or Gaza?
Yeah, no. I have been only to West Bank. To Gaza, I never visited there.
Okay.
In West Bank, we can go, and a lot of people go to West Bank to buy things for less, a lot cheaper from prices here in Israel.
We can go. You can go because you're an Arab Muslim Israeli. So you can go. I, as a Jew, can't go. There's a big sign saying that you can't go because it's dangerous for me because they can kill me if I go there. Anyway, now our friend Harry will arrive in the old city of Jerusalem.
So guys, we are entering the old city of Jerusalem, the most holy city in the world, without a doubt. There's no skyscrapers here, all of the buildings are rustic. It's also very quiet.
Yeah.
They cannot go into Al-Aqsa. Why would they want to go to Al-Aqsa?
Because they believe that the third place.
It is believed that 2 successive holy temples stood on the site known today as Al-Aqsa compound. It's not believed, it's historically proven. We know there were 2 holy temples there, and we know that the Muslims built a mosque on top of that holy temple.
Wow.
They build their place of religion there.
What would happen if they got into... Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow. You can see the IDF are actually stopping these guys from getting in to Al-Aqsa Mosque. Felt like I met like a protest or something. So these are all Arab shops here, and they've all closed on today and yesterday because they're worried about problems rising. You see how this affects everyday businesses as well. They just don't want to bother with it, so they close. Apart from this guy doesn't care. Shukran, ya khaye.
Why would he care? And why would the shops be closed? I've been to the old city dozens of times, never seen closed shops. You can see tons of vlogs online, including of my own, of the old city, never seen closed shops. I think if you look at the timing when this video comes out, it's close to the Jerusalem Day Parade, which is the one event where some of the more extreme Jews do their march through the old city of Jerusalem. And that's like a source of conflict where the shops close. Like one time during the year, pretty much. I'm not aware of any other time. Maybe he's there now. He didn't mention it in his intro coming into Jerusalem or something. So maybe I'm missing something here. I don't know. But this idea that you can't open a shop if you're a Muslim in the old city because the Jews will trash your shop is not. I don't know. I've never seen that reality. And you can test me on this. You can go to the old city yourself and see. So I don't know what is going on here.
Some of them he's not worried.
Why would he be worried?
Crazy.
You have a special interest to go inside, okay? She's open from 7 to 11:30 in the afternoon until 1:30 until 2. The 3 and it's only Western. If you're inside there, let's say that the wedding bridge up, this is the entrance for
Western.
Yeah.
Okay. I say I got a special interest.
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously, because in this place only for Muslims.
This place is only for Muslims, folks. Only for Muslims. Says Rashad, the police officer, the Israeli police officer. Rashad is not a Jewish name. So this guy's an Arab or probably a Druze police officer stopping Jews and others from going to Al-Aqsa and discriminating in favor of Muslims.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's great. That's great news, actually. I wasn't expecting that. And he was also very helpful.
Right, wow. He was very helpful, but maybe also, like, it doesn't register the fact that the Israeli security forces, who are not only all Jewish, are actually enforcing a law that is discriminating against everyone who is non-Muslim in the old city. I mean, that would be equivalent to a Muslim in Mecca basically saying to other Muslims, no, you can't enter here to the holiest spot. This is only for Jews.
Doing bro. I knew you were in Israel, but I didn't think I would bump into you.
I bumped into my friend Vishnu after a Jewish settler threw an object. And why settler? Why is he a settler? Like a Jew in Jerusalem is a settler, but the Arab is not a settler. The Jew is the settler.
Just hit with the smoke, and the lady got hit here. The lady is here. And
I've been here for 7 days. I have not seen anything like this before.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Of course, because it never happens in the Old City, almost never. What usually happens if there's a disturbance is that you have Muslims who stab people or shoot people in terror attacks. That's happened many times.
I think it's time to swiftly depart. So we were just buying some sweets from this Arabic shop, and there's lots of like Jewish families passing, and one of the Jewish kids, like 5 years old, said in Hebrew, like shouted into the shop, like, I spit, what did he say?
I spit on everybody here.
I spit on everybody here. It's like, so random. And that obviously is only a 5-year-old kid, so like, you know, it is what it is, but that's just me being here for like, I've been here for 1 hour.
I don't know, strange, very strange. All these things happening off camera, you know. Maybe, yeah, maybe the guy whose title is the world's most hated country, with the hate bait in the video title, is telling it exactly as it is, and maybe not. You know, maybe not. I'm not that trustworthy. You know, if you wanted to come and do like a neutral video and so forth, where you're talking to people and everything, you wouldn't put in that kind of title. And indeed, you can see the responses to his video in the comments. Remember, every accusation is a confession. Why are they so sadistic? World's most hated is an understatement. And more reactions like that. That's because that's what you're farming for, like, honestly. And again, this whole thing with the Jerusalem, I don't know when he was there. Maybe he was there around that specific event, which is the Jerusalem Day Parade, because you can see so many people going to the Old City, and it is like in 1 hour he saw all these things. I've been there hours upon hours and never seen any of those things. So very strange. Very, very strange. I'll show you, for instance, a video of another guy called Phil's Guide to the World, where you can see the difference in the tone and the attitude, and also in what you're actually seeing in the clip.
Before, you'll know that I've made videos from pretty much all the Muslim countries, and I just have to say it's such a privilege to be here in the Muslim quarter of Jerusalem, to see Jews and Muslims, and later we'll see Christians all living together. This is the Muslim quarter, right?
Yeah.
But everyone is free to be here, Christians, Jews.
It's this for peace.
The place for peace. There you go. Oh wow, look at this. Sweets galore. Hey Habibi. Salam alaikum. Kifalik. Alhamdulillah. Halava. Beautiful. Can I have a little taste? Just this, okay? Oh. Tamam. Aywa. Hello, my friend. You speak English? Arabic? Shismak.
Ahmad.
Ahmad, Philip. Mia Mia. Where are you from? Israel?
Yes.
Okay.
Jerusalem.
Are you from? You're from Jerusalem. Born here.
Yes.
I'm from California.
California.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. This is very interesting for me. I love all religions, so to see them all together is very, very nice.
We love all.
You like Muslim, Jewish, you like Christian too? No problem? Yeah? Okay, see, that's good. Tehran, Pakistan.
Subscribe.
Hey! Ahmed! Ahmed, you're taking me to a church? Do I say shalom? Do I say welcome? Do I say salam alaikum in the church? What do I say? Marhaba. Marhaba. Yeah. And my friend here is Muslim, but he's taking me into a church. Wow. Did you just pay for me? How much do I owe you?
It's okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh. No problem. Oh my God, look at this. Ahmed, you're the best. This is so nice. I would have never known but for you. The best view of the Dome of the Rock, which is perhaps the most religious site in the world. Wow.
You can see the difference in tone and in attitude and in what you're actually seeing, which is the Old City that you will see if you ever visit there, which is, Everyone's living, no shops are closed, everything is going on properly and normally, and there's a lot of coexistence over there. And the comments in the comment section are indeed all positive for that video compared to all the hatred that's going on in the comments of the second video. So yeah, that's the thing. People, when it comes to Israel, they don't want to just go and kind of show people and life and so forth without injecting the political stuff all the time. When they come to Israel, they have to make it about politics and they have to make it about conflict and stuff, which they don't do in the other places. Like, I'm about consistency. Like, again, fine. If you want to show how lovely the people are in Yemen and how humane they are, that's great. But why don't they do that when it comes to Israel, ever? Why do they always have to come in and start doing all the conflict stuff? Always. You know? And part of it is because of the reason that he said, which is that in those places, you can't do it. You're just not allowed on camera to go and to start asking those questions. You'll get in trouble. So Israel's freedom of speech is used against it to constantly punch out these kind of soft hit pieces that we used to see the mainstream media do, and now that we're seeing the vloggers do. And part of the reason is because it sells. What can you say? If you enjoyed this video, then you have to check out my new book, Visiting the Enemy, an Israeli vlogger's journey across the Arab and Muslim world. In this travel memoir, I share with you the best and worst encounters I had traveling in countries normally considered very hostile to Israel. Some of which you can see in my travel vlogs on this very YouTube channel, and some which you can't because things also happen when the camera isn't rolling, right? In addition, this book addresses the larger historical, political, and religious issues sitting menacingly in the background of those trips. And I fuse those together with my personal experience to give an assessment about the possibility of a better future in the region and maybe even peace. I've always dreamt of being an author, and now that dream is a reality, and I couldn't have done it without you, who followed and supported me during my travels. So I want to say thank you very much to all of you, and order your copy so we can turn this book into a bestseller. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.